This is the Simpit video blog, and today's story comes to us from rFactor, rFactor 2, and that's in regards to their release of Bathurst, or Mount Panorama, if that's what you want to call it. And this is a very significant, very important track, and I'll get to that in a moment. But basically, Bathurst dates all the way back to 1938. It was created for the Australian Gran Prix, and ever since then, virtually every type of car, every type of motorsport has run at Bathurst, and it's an iconic track. And the reason I say that is, with V8 Supercar, it's really become very popular again. It's a track that, well, Gran Turismo 6, Forza Motorsport, Project Cars, iRacing, rFactor 2, all have Bathurst. And there are many other sims and games that have Bathurst. So again, this is a very used track in the sim community. It's a very respected track. And for anybody who's driven it, it's a very fun track. I'm a huge fan of the track. The lower section feels much like a typical race course with a good runoff area, a couple of very sharp 90-degree corners, which are a little unique to Bathurst. And then you get up to the mountainside where you are between walls. You have about enough room for 2 cars and maybe a foot between them and a foot to each wall. And it is twisty, it is windy, it is up and down through the entire mountain section. It's 3.86 miles long, and it is a very nasty, very fun track, and it's a lot of enjoyment to drive. So the reason I mentioned the other sims, you know, Gran Turismo, Forza, Project Cars, iRacing, rFactor, and why, or not why, the fact that they all have them, this makes this the kind of track that you're going to start comparing sim to sim, and you're going to see a lot of videos out there comparing this version versus that version, and including comparing them to some real-life videos. So basically, it is free for download at the rFactor 2 website. I'll have a link here in the description of the video and at the Simpit. Interesting story about this, though. This is a track they sourced from their affiliates. I'm not exactly sure what that means. And then it was worked over by Myaniac is his name, I believe, using the JJed modding tool, which we talked about very recently on the show. So it kind of got a little bit of that new tool to convert old or other stuff into rFactor 2 easily, and it's going to be really cool to see how it compares to other versions of the track. So if you'd like to download it, again, I'll have the links there. I will have a video of it here at the Simpit as well. You can check that video and some screenshots there. This is the Simpit video blog, and I'll see you on the track.